weather with Grainger.
He saw me. Let's find a policeman quickly.
Hey there.
Oh, what? I'm sorry. Oh, mister, please help me. I've got to get to a policeman.
And before we do anything, we better move into that doorway, out of this rain. Come on.
Oh, but mister...
Come on. Now, what happened? Fight with the husband?
Oh, no. It's the man.
What?
He saw me. He's going to kill me.
What man? Where?
A big man. He was wearing a gray hat. He was right behind me.
Look, you're wrong, baby. There's nobody behind you. Take a look.
But I saw him, I tell you.
You were running towards me and nearly knocked me over. You may take my word for it, little lady, there was no one behind you.
But he was after me. I know he was.
Do you know this man in the gray hat?
No.
Then why would he chase you on a rainy night?
Because I saw him commit murder.
This is Steve Grainger, private detective, with a story about a rainy night which was the setting for violent death, and which, just incidentally, almost had me labeled by my friends in the police department as nuts. In just a moment, I'll take you back to one of my most interesting cases. I took a good look at the young woman who'd bumped into me in the rain and found a blonde youngster in her early 20s dressed in nothing but a drenched summer dress which clung to her skin like a label to a perfume bottle.
Mister, please.
Now, where did you see this man in the gray hat commit murder?
From my apartment.
Now, what's your name?
Pat Benton.
Yeah.
Please look back again. I'm sure he's following me.
Pat, there's no one else around. Now, come on. Let me take you home.
Oh, but I'm frightened. I can't go back there.
Look, baby, I'm Steve Grainger, private detective. We'll see that you're safe. Then you can tell me the whole story. If it holds together, I'll call in the law. Now, is that a deal?
Well, yes.
Okay. Now, let's hurry. You're soaking wet. I went ahead of the girl and checked her apartment. It was empty. Then, while she changed into some dry clothes, I looked it over. It was typical of hundreds of New York apartments. One room, doubling for living and sleeping. A window that looked out over a fire escape and 3 lines of dingy laundry. The window opposite was dark.
Well, I feel better now, Mr. Grainger.
Well, you'll look a little bit better, too. Now, suppose you tell me how you happened to witness a murder.
Well, it was just a little while ago. You see, when I've got nothing to do at night, I sit by the window and look out over the court.
You look into other tenants' windows?
Oh, it's a harmless diversion, and you'd be surprised what you see.
I can imagine. Go on.
My room was dark. I turned off my lights. There was a man in a chair by the window just opposite.
That one? The one that's dark?
Yeah. He was reading. Then he got up and went to the door and opened it. A man and a woman came in.
This was the man in the gray hat?
Yeah.
Can you describe the woman?
She was wearing a blue dress and a white stole. It looked like it was made out of linen or something.
You see her face?
No.
And they just walked in and killed this man. Was that it?
Oh, no. It wasn't like that at all. They seemed to be very good friends. The man had been sitting by the window mixing drinks, and as they talked, the woman sat opposite him.
Did it look like they were having an argument?
Oh, no. Suddenly, the man in the gray hat moved around to the back of the other man's chair. The woman looked up at him and nodded her head. That's when I saw the knife.
All right, go on.
He plunged it into the man's back. Mr. Grainger, it was awful. I've never seen anything like that before.
How did the killer happen to see you?
Well, I was leaning out of my window. The lights in the apartment up above were turned on, and they shone right down on me. I screamed, and the man in the gray hat looked across, and he saw me.
You sure about all this?
Of course. I moved away from the window. I went over and picked up the telephone.
You were going to call the police, is that it?
Yes, but there was a knock on the door. I had a terrible feeling it was the man in the gray hat. He knew I was a witness to what had taken place.
You didn't call?
I was afraid he'd hear me and break the door down. I waited. He tried the door. Then I heard scratching, like he was trying a key in the lock.
You keep saying he. How did you know it was a man?
After a few minutes had passed, I went over and opened my door. I saw him standing at the end of the hall. It was the man in the gray hat. He was waiting for me.
How'd you get out?
I went down the fire escape. Thought if I could find a policeman, he could arrest him.
Now, I'll just use your phone.
Are you calling the police?
Was there a dial tone on this phone when you tried it?
Yeah.
Well, it's dead now.
It's not working.
Nope.
It must be the man in the gray hat. He cut the lines.
There must be 50 telephones in this building, and your line would be pretty hard to find.
Well, what'll we do?
Terminal box should be in the basement. Let's go down. See if your line's been disconnected.
But I'm I'm afraid. He's come back. He knows I'm here. What'll we do?
You get in the kitchen. I'll answer it.
All right, but I'm so frightened.
Don't make a sound. Yep?
Oh, I beg your pardon. I was looking for a young woman.
I'm sorry, there's no young woman here.
Yeah, I must have got the wrong apartment number.
What's the young woman's name?
It doesn't matter. I have her phone number. I'll call her and get the correct address. Good night.
Okay, he's gone.
Was it him? The man wearing the gray hat?
No, this was a heavy-set fella, about 45. Had on a brown suit.
That's the man. Oh, Mr. Grainger, I'm afraid.
Okay, lock the window. And when I leave, lock the door.
Oh, no. I'm afraid to stay here alone. I can't.
Okay, Miss Benton. Then you better come along with me.
It's dark down here.
Let me see. No terminal box on this side.
Mr. Grainger, don't you think you ought to call the police?
Just a minute, Pat. Oh, here it is. We'll see if you line this cut or what happened. Hey, that light in the far corner. It's out. Stand still. Somebody down here with us.
Man in the gray hat. He's going to kill us. Stop that.
He can't see any better than we can. Now, don't make a sound.
He knows where we are. He's coming towards us. I can't stand it anymore. Help, somebody. Help!
All right, you. Just one. I'd started after the mysterious stranger, but must have misjudged my distance and passed him because he clipped me right behind the ear. I did a slow, ungraceful swan dive and landed on my face. I'll continue with this interesting story in a minute. I came to in the basement of Pat Benton's apartment house. Groaning, I got to my feet and found a light switch. A dim glow flooded the basement with a bilious yellow light. Pat Benton had disappeared. This was the door to the girl's apartment. I listened at the panel, hoping for some sound. There was none. Inside, I flipped the light switch. There was no one there. I picked up the phone. The dial tone, which hadn't been there a little while before, was back. I dialed my friend, Lieutenant Jake Rankin, at police headquarters.
Rankin speaking.
Oh, this is Grainger. I got something for you.
Why, thanks, Gumshoe. I haven't a thing to do down here. I'm just aching for some work, along with a ton of labor on my desk right now. Well, what's on your alleged mind?
I'm in the apartment of a girl named Pat Benton. It's 2479 West 44th Street.
Are you having a good time?
Something strange happening. I met her on the street. She claimed she saw a murder committed.
So?
I came back to investigate. Her telephone was out of order. We went out of the basement to check up. I got slugged. She disappeared.
So what do you want me to do? I'm in homicide, not the Missing Persons Bureau.
Get a John Doe warrant and drop around. I'd like to see the inside of a certain apartment.
Okay, so you went downstairs to check the telephone. You got hit. You woke up. The girl was gone.
She was sitting right here by this window. She claimed she saw a man stabbed by another man wearing a gray hat. There was a woman with him.
Where? Over in that apartment across the court?
Yes, Bright Eyes. How about dropping over and paying a visit? I notice there's a light now. It's been dark until just a few minutes ago.
Yeah, I don't know, Grainger. Barging into apartments at this hour of the night. Hey, suppose the girl was a crackpot.
She was plenty frightened, but she wasn't a crackpot. Now, how about it?
All right, I'll go along with you. This once.
Now, this must be it. Let's see. This is funny. Name on the plate says Hannah Rosalie. The Benton girl gave me the impression that a man lived in this apartment.
So what?
Well, let's take a chance anyway. With shots in the basement, you'd have a legitimate reason to ask questions.
Right.
Somebody's home, all right. Can hear him rustling around.
Who's there?
Police department.
Police? What's wrong?
I'm Lieutenant Rankin, ma'am. We got a report there'd been some shots fired in this building.
Shot?
Yes. Have you heard anything?
No, not a thing.
How long have you been home?
Why, I just got in a little while ago. Would you like to come in and look around? In case you think I've been indulging in a little target practice.
Well, Miss Rosalie,
Maybe we ought to look down in that areaway, Lieutenant. Might spot something.
Yeah, you're right.
By all means, come in. Look all you like. You'll find I'm a very law-abiding person.
I'll just open this window for a second, miss.
See anything?
No, not a thing. It's too dark.
Well, you finished?
Yeah?
Thank you, Miss Rosalie, and we're sorry about the intrusion.
Oh, don't mention it, Lieutenant.
Good night.
Night.
Grainger, are you sure you're not dreaming all this up?
Nope.
Why the gag about the window?
Wanted to check the chairs the Benton girl told me about.
And?
It would be possible for a man to do exactly as she said. I used the window routine to check the chairs for bloodstains. There were none.
No, and I didn't see any dead bodies either.
They could have disposed of the body. Could have been hidden in a closet.
Grainger, Hannah Rosie lives in that apartment, alone. Why would a man be sitting there?
There was a man there sometime tonight.
What?
The ashtray next to the chair where Pat Benton claimed she saw the man was loaded with ashes from a pipe.
Well, that doesn't mean a thing. She could have had a male visitor earlier.
Uh-huh.
Now, look, Gumshoe. I'm leaving this to you. Give me a description of the Benton girl. I'll turn it to headquarters.
Okay. I got another idea, too. Got your car here?
Park to the curb. Why?
Think we're being watched?
Where? Who?
The watcher wouldn't be that obvious.
Car's over there, by that fire hydrant.
I'll go with you. But drop me off at the next corner.
Coming back here?
What have I got to lose? I rode to the corner with the police lieutenant, got off, walked into a phone booth, and dialed a number. A minute later, I was talking to Cal Hendricks.
Hiya, Stevie. What's on your mind?
Cal, get out your thinking cap and do a take on a woman named Hannah Rosalie. She's about 35, red hair, 5 feet 6 in heels, dresses well, sounds like a well-educated person.
Okay, you want me to check Hannah Rosalie. What else?
I'll be prowling an apartment building at 2479 or 2481 West 44th Street. If you come up with anything, call Rankin. I moved out of the drugstore from where I'd phoned the newspaper man and back towards 2481 West 44th, block away. Close to the building, I got a break. The man scurried out of 2479 and went next door to 2481. And I recognized him. It was the man who'd been looking for Pat Benton when I answered the door of her apartment. This was interesting. 2479 was Pat Benton's building. 2481 was the building in which Hannah Rosalie had her apartment. The one where Pat saw a murder committed. It looked to me that the tale for the man in the gray hat was in order. In just a minute, I'll bring you the climax of the case. When I saw the man who Pat Benton said was a murderer go into number 2481, I slipped into the courtyard between the two buildings and made use of the fire escape which led to Hannah Rosalie's window. I parked outside, feeling like the end man in a bad minstrel show. Peering underneath a drawn shade, I could see the man and could barely hear the voices.
They're gone.
Yeah, just as I said. The police officer took the other man with him in his car.
I recognize the other man. He's Steve Grainger.
A private eye.
Yeah.
He doesn't know you.
Oh, no.
Well, we can't take a chance now. We'll have to dispose of the girl as well as Kelvin's body.
How?
I have Grainger's revolver. I'll have a little surprise for him.
You're going to kill her?
With this gun. With his gun. The police will ask questions when they find her body. It'll divert suspicion.
But that's murder.
What we did to our friend was murder, too, my dear. I was very careful to carry Grainger's gun in my handkerchief. The only prints will be his.
Very smart, Will.
Now, you go over to the girl's apartment. Pack her clothes in that old suitcase. I'll sink it in Long Island Sound after I dispose of her.
Where are you going now?
To get the car. Then I'll get the girl out of the basement.
Will, wait. Wouldn't it be better just to have the girl disappear?
Look, baby, I'll do it my way, and don't you ever forget that.
I'd heard enough. The spot where Pat Benton was being held prisoner. It took 2 minutes to get over to 2479 and down the steps to the cellar. I remembered seeing a doorway that led into a laundry room, probably filled with automatic washers and whatnot, and figured it as a logical place to hide the girl. This was the laundry room. Over in one corner, there was a pile of linens. Underneath, I looked into the frightened eyes of the Benton girl. Take it easy, Pat. I'll have you out of here in 2 seconds. Your pal did a nice gag job on you. There you are. Let's get at those cords. Come on.
I was afraid he'd come back.
He's going to. But he'll be in for a disappointment. There you are. Can you stand? Come on, let me help you.
My legs, I can't move them.
Rub them as hard as you can. We haven't much time. He'll be here shortly.
How did you find me?
Never mind. Keep rubbing.
Oh, they sting.
Try walking. I'll help you. Come on.
I've had a foot go to sleep, but nothing like this.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Hold it. It's your friend. We gotta find a place to hide. Over there behind the furnace. Now move as softly as you can. Quick, and don't make a sound.
He's gone past.
When he finds out you've gone, he'll look around the laundry room first. Is there a back way out of here?
Yes, over there. A door that leads up to the street.
Come on. Watch in back of us while I get this door open. You see anything?
He's still in the laundry room.
Good. Now, hurry up. And if he sees us, you run while I distract him. Grab a taxi and go to police headquarters. Tell Lieutenant Rankin what's happened.
All right.
Go on ahead of me. He turned around.
He's turned around. He's seen us.
Yeah. Right, come on. Let's move, girlie. Fast.
Where? To the police?
No. First to my apartment.
Mr. Grainger, don't you think the man in the gray hat might come over here to my apartment?
Uh-huh. That reminds me.
A gun?
That's right. This trip will take no chances. And I want to make a phone call. Hello, Cal. What'd you find out? Uh-huh. I see. Yeah. They did. Did you get a description of the man? Uh-huh. Yeah, this begins to add up. Sure, that's why one was killed. Yeah, thanks, Cal. You're a great help. Good night. No, I don't need another thing. See you tomorrow. It was Cal Hendricks, an old pal. He looked up your friends for me. I think I know why that man was killed.
Why?
Hannah Rosalie has been working around the country with 2 men. One is named Will Stanek. The other one's name isn't known. They were last seen in Chicago, where they fleeced some widow out of her life savings.
But why was the one man killed?
Well, Stanek is the man who tied you up. He knifed his partner. Probably a disagreement about money. Or even a double cross.
Then the police can pick him up and we won't have to worry?
Yeah, except for one thing. What happened to the body of the man who was killed?
It wasn't found?
No. But when Lieutenant Rankin learns the truth, I have an idea that Miss Rosalie will talk. Now, I want you to help me.
How?
Ever see one of these before?
Why, no, I haven't.
Well, it's a blackjack. You hold it like this and apply it to the top of the person's head, right?
I've seen it done in the movies.
Do you know how to do it?
Well, I could try.
Okay, use it if you have to. Now, don't spare the muscle. Both of these people are killers, remember?
I know.
Oh, well, we've got to bring these characters out into the open.
That's the door. It'll be him.
Stand over there. Look natural. And put that blackjack out of sight.
All right.
Oh.
Mr. Grainger.
Come in, Miss Rosalie.
Oh, there you are, Pat. I've been looking all over for you.
You stay away from me.
Oh, now, really, that's no way to talk to your cousin.
Mr. Grainger, keep her away from
Would
me.
you mind explaining, Miss Rosalie?
Oh, Pat is my cousin. She's been having a little trouble. It's affected her mind.
Oh?
That's why we got apartments overlooking each other. I can keep an eye on her.
Uh-huh.
You see, she keeps imagining that she sees murder. She tells people about them, and they're inclined to believe her. And, well, it is very embarrassing.
I can imagine.
Oh, she's told you, of course.
She has, and I'm inclined to believe her, Miss Rosalie. Particularly when she mentions a stabbing in your place.
Oh, really, now, I'll just have to take her home if you don't mind.
I definitely do mind. Because your little gag won't work, Miss Rosalie.
I don't have to stand for this, you know.
Miss Rosalie, when you came to the door, you knew my name. Even though I wasn't introduced when Lieutenant Rankin and I were at your place earlier. But nothing. I perched on your fire escape. I heard you and Will Stanek talking about this girl.
That's what...
Yes. That's what happened. And you and your partner guessed it. That's why you're here, pretending to be her cousin. You want to get her out of here so he can kill her.
I'm leaving.
No, you're not. You're staying. There's a certain police lieutenant who wants to chat with you, baby.
Look,
Just stand still, Mr. Grainger.
It's the man in the gray hat.
Yes, my dear. You gave me quite a chase.
You're a smart character, Stanek. You got in here and hid in the kitchen, right?
Right. And before you make the mistake of reaching for that gun, I'll take it. Here we are.
Wow. Nice little party I'm having tonight. Even if two of the guests are uninvited.
Quiet. Hannah, get the girl out of here. My car is around the corner on the side street. Now, hurry.
You're quite an organizer, Stanek.
Go on, Hannah, hurry. Have you a gun?
Yeah.
Good. If she makes any noise or tries to attract attention, you know what to do.
Yeah.
Please, Grainger, no moving around. I don't trust you.
Thanks. I didn't think you would.
You won't be long, Will.
Not more than a few moments. Drive around the front. The police don't know my car.
Very well. Come on, Miss Bantam.
Mr. Grainger.
Go with her, baby. Well, this makes it just you and me, Stanek?
Yeah, and I haven't got much time. Would you stand over there?
Yeah. I'd be glad to. Let go. You wouldn't shoot. And you know it, wouldn't I? Oh. I don't think so. Now for Hannah Rosalie. Okay, Miss Rosalie, up with her. Hey, what goes?
I think you'll find that Miss Rosalie is indisposed, Mr. Grainger.
What?
The blackjack. You know. As you suggested, I hit her over the head.
Well, friends, that's the story. I'll be back to wrap up the case in just a minute.
Hold on.
About the time we got Hannah Rosalie and Will Stanek tied up, Lieutenant Rankin showed. Indications were that both of them would go up on murder raps for the killing of their unnamed partner. Rankin phoned for transportation, after which we went downstairs once more.
Just want to see in what name this car's registered.
I think you'll find it quite legal, Lieutenant.
Oh, you do you? I guess you're right. It belongs to Will Stanek, all right. You know, Grainger, you did a good job.
Oh, I better thank Miss Benton here. She did most of the work, including the spotting of the murder.
Holy smoke. I forgot.
Forgot what?
The body. We haven't got a corpus delicti.
We haven't? Well, just come with me, Lieutenant. There you are, Lieutenant. In the trunk compartment.
Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle.
But, Lieutenant, that's what I always thought you were. Steve Grainger again. You've just heard one of the most interesting cases in my files. And I'll have another one for you. So be around next time.
Danger with Grainger.
Yes?
I'm Nellie Payton, the new maid.
Oh, yes, I've been expecting you. Come in, please. I'm Mrs. Leatherby.
Glad to meet you, Mrs. Leatherby.
Your quarters are on the 3rd floor. I suggest that you take your bag upstairs and refresh yourself. Then come down to my study. I'll give you your instructions.
Yes, Mrs. Leatherby, right away.
It's the first door on the right. I'm sure you'll like it.
Oh, yes, Mrs. Leatherby.
Hey, Millie, what are you doing here?
Louis, I didn't know you worked here.
Not so loud. What are you doing in this place?
I got a job as a maid. Just think, we can be together.
Get inside.
Gee, Louis, act like you're mad or something.
You tell anybody you knew me?
Nobody asked me.
Why'd you come around here anyway?
I didn't know you were working here. You're the chauffeur for these people, aren't you?
Yeah. Now listen. Don't tell anybody a thing you hear.
All right.
Don't say you know me. Don't admit you ever saw me before, understand?
Yeah, but why?
I'll fix it so we can meet downtown once in a while. I gotta beat it. I'll see you later.
Louis, you're not mixed up in something crooked.
Don't talk.
Louis, you're hurting me.
You open that face and I'll do more than that.
This is Steve Grainger, private detective, with a story about a fond mama who wanted to prevent her son making a misalliance, only to find murder in her ménage. In just a moment, I'll take you back to... This is Grainger. It was August when vacations were the vogue and business was vaguer than an absent-minded professor suffering from amnesia. I was suffering, too, from the heat. Grainger speaking.
Mr. Grainger, this is Mrs. Manfred Leatherby. I'd like to have you come out to my residence.
What about, Mrs. Leatherby?
It's a matter of such importance that I can't discuss it over the telephone. You shall be amply repaid for your time.
Uh-huh.
You'll come out immediately?
Why not? It's my best offer of the day. Mrs. Manfred Leatherby tossed me an exclusive address in Westchester. When I got there, I found the house was Southern vintage with 4 white pillars, one of which turned out to be the butler. A minute later, I was closeted with Mrs. Manfred Leatherby.
I'm glad you were so prompt, Mr. Grainger. This matter is very important to me. The girl is absolutely no good.
What girl?
Beverly Elkin, the girl that Dexter wants to marry. Dexter's my son.
Do I gather that you want this marital venture broken up?
I do.
Does he have money?
Only what I give him.
Turn off the supply. That'll bring him round.
Not Dexter. He's very strong-minded. I want this girl investigated, and I want to know where they go and what they do. I've already thought out a scheme whereby you can be introduced into the house as a family friend. My husband, Manfred, can be found any afternoon in the city. At the Sheep's Head Hotel, in the bar. It should be easy to strike up an acquaintance with him.
Fine. That's all I need.
Good.
Well, I might as well get right on my way. Who's that?
Sounded like the maid.
Oh, Mrs. Leatherby! Mrs. Leatherby!
Oh, Billy, for heaven's sake, what's wrong?
It's the chauffeur. He's lying on the floor of his room.
What?
Mrs. Leatherby, I think he's dead.
The young maid was right. When I found the chauffeur, there were no marks on him to indicate how he died. I did my duty and called the police. They arrived, went through the routine, and took the body away. Then Mrs. Leatherby had one sentence for me.
If you hurry back to Manhattan, Mr. Grainger, you'll just be able to catch Mr. Leatherby.
The bar at the Sheep's Head Hotel was crowded to the cash registers with middle-aged men, all of whom were heeled like Rogers. I had an attendant point out Manfred Leatherby. 1 hour later, we were the best of friends.
Mr. Grainger, your stories of adventure are like wine to me.
Thanks, Mr. Leatherby.
You're a man who's extremely sophisticated from travel. You've been around. All I've done is play the stock market, finance a few enterprises, and go home tired.
No vacation?
Oh, Europe last year, South America year before, Orient a few times, but nothing like you've done.
No.
Look here, Grainger. Are you busy this evening?
Oh, nothing too important.
Well, how about coming home with me? You can be my guest for dinner. Like to have you. Spend the night if you wish. Like you to meet my son, Dexter.
Dexter?
Yes, he's a fine boy, but Mrs. Leatherby, she's making it tough for him. Won't let him get married.
That's too bad.
You come along with me. You got 12 guest rooms. Might as well use one.
By luring Manfred Leatherby into the invitation, I'd be able to appear in front of his son, Dexter, as a guest of his father's. That'd make my job of looking after him a little easier. But at the Sheep's Head Hotel, I picked up an overnight bag, headed for Westchester. The door was opened by the maid who'd found the chauffeur's body.
Oh, good evening, Mr. Leatherby.
Good evening, Millie. Cute little thing. Just came to work for us recently.
Oh?
Millie, take Mr. Grainger's bag up to, let me see, to my guest room.
The green and purple one?
Yes?
Yes, of course, sir. Right away.
I'll introduce you to my wife, and then show you your room.
Mrs. Leatherby's act, as though she'd never met me till tonight, was well done. She broke the news of the chauffeur's death to her husband. Then he conducted me to the door of my room and left me to freshen up. This was my guest room, done in a bilious purple and a green so fervent it was overwhelming. It had a large bed, comfortable chairs, and an occupant, the young maid, Millie.
Oh.
Well, if it isn't the little maid.
Yes, sir.
See, you've hung up my things. Very nice.
Thank you.
See, you've unpacked my bag, too. Very nice.
Thank you.
See, you went through it pretty thoroughly, too. Come here.
Don't, mister. Don't hurt me.
Why'd you search my stuff?
I was afraid.
You're afraid, so you go through my bag. What do you suppose I got in my pockets? Mouse traps?
I didn't mean that, mister. I'm scared on account of Lewis, the chauffeur who was murdered.
How do you know he was murdered?
Well, he wouldn't kill himself. We were too happy.
What's this we business?
Lewis and I were married.
This came as a bit of a shock, this news of the marriage between the dead chauffeur and the very live, very pretty young maid, Millie Peyton. I stared at her, stared so hard that she got more nervous than ever.
Why are you looking at me like that?
How long has Lewis been working here?
Well, about a year, I guess. He never told me where he worked.
But he got you the job here, huh?
No. I didn't even know he was here. I used my maiden name.
And who did get you the job?
A girl told me about it.
What girl?
Her name's Benrich. Eloise Benrich.
Sorry, Mrs. Leatherby. I know it's not a good hour to call.
That sounds like the police. I'll take this up with you later.
I hate to disturb you, Mrs. Leatherby, but it's about that chauffeur of yours who died.
What is it?
Just how did it happen and where?
Well, Lieutenant Mike Harding himself.
Oh, no, not you, Grainger.
What's a homicide man doing way out in the country?
Mr. Grainger, do you know this officer?
We've met before, Mrs. Leatherby.
Grainger, were you around when the chauffeur died?
Yep.
You remember there were no marks on him, and the doc's verdict was that he died by poison, self-administered?
Uh-huh.
Well, we got a telephone call at headquarters telling us to investigate the chauffeur's death, saying it was obviously a murder if we can discover the truth.
Who made the call, man or woman?
Voice was disguised. I called the local boys. They asked me to come out here.
Mother, I'm terribly sorry I'm late. The convertible had a flat tire, and... Oh, what's wrong?
This is my son, Dexter. Steve Grainger, and, the name again, please.
Harding, Lieutenant Mike Harding, a New York homicide.
Oh, yes, I'd forgotten.
Hey, what's a police officer doing out here?
I'll explain later. Get ready for dinner.
All right, Mother, just as you like.
Grainger, I want to talk to you.
I shall leave. I'm not interested in your conversation.
Thanks. Now, Grainger.
What?
Why are you here?
Ordinary job. Mother is worried that the wrong girl will marry little Dexter.
Little Dexter? Stands at least 6'4", looks like a heavyweight champion, and you call him Little Dexter.
First time I ever saw him. From Mother's chatter, you'd think he was undernourished.
Heaven forbid.
I told Lieutenant Harding about the maid and what she'd told me. I warned him to go easy on her, since the little kid was on the verge of hysteria. Then I went into dinner. Manfred Leatherby was chatting away to his son. Mrs. Leatherby sat at the head of the table, as formidable as an aircraft carrier.
Dexter, stop eating so fast.
Mother, I'm in a hurry.
Better do as your mother suggests, Dexter.
I'm sorry, but I've got an appointment. I'm late now.
You're not going out with that girl again.
Dexter wolfed down 2 pounds of meat, 3 baked potatoes, a large patch of lettuce and tomatoes, and got out of there. Mrs. Leatherby tossed me a knowing eye, but I leaned back for 1 second. Then I made an excuse to Manfred Leatherby.
But, Mr. Grainger, one never goes to bed this early. Not even in the country.
I'm very tired, Mr. Leatherby. I'd like to get some rest.
Let the man go to bed, Manfred. I'll play some backgammon with you.
Oh, yes, dear.
I got out of the station almost as soon as Dexter. I sat 1 car in back of him. I saw him meet the girl at a quiet cocktail lounge in New York. Later, I watched them being seated in a more quiet eating place on the east side. The girl was neither homely nor beautiful. She was just another girl. I ordered something and made a mistake. I let Dexter get a look at me. 10 minutes later, he loomed over me as big as a house. A stone house.
Well, Mr. Grainger, I thought you were at the house in the country.
Yeah, I was, Dexter, but I got a call. Had to get back to town, meeting a man shortly.
Oh, too bad. I thought you'd join my fiancée, Beverly Elkin, and me. We're over there.
Oh, is that where you're sitting? I didn't even notice.
If you've got a minute, come over. I'll introduce you.
I'm sorry, but I have to leave. I'll be seeing you. Don't stay out too late.
I never do. Oh, wait. I'll walk you to the door.
I walked along with the young man, feeling like a tug in tow by a steamer. When we got to the door, his demeanor switched.
I'll step out with you for a second. Don't get a cab yet, Dorman. Now, Grainger.
Yeah?
Don't bother snooping around after me, understand? I'm old enough to take care of myself.
I'm not snooping around.
Look, big shot, don't try to fool me. I know what you're up to. I know that Mother hired you.
What?
You want to take home a report to Mother, huh? Well, see this?
It's your fist. So what?
So if you don't want it smashing up your nose, keep it out of my business.
The boy held up a fist in front of my face, and its size was not calculated to inspire contempt. It was as big as a ham and looked twice as meaty. I don't mind running the normal risks of my profession, but at that moment, Dexter Leatherby didn't bear any resemblance to a normal risk. He looked more like a nasty rampage. After throwing me a final glare of dislike, Dexter Leatherby went back into the restaurant. I decided there was no point in standing on the pavement shivering at the prospect of what the hulking youngster might do to me. I wound my way to the apartment of Cal Hendricks, my newspaper friend.
Steve, my boy, you look as preoccupied as a bride over a first biscuit.
I've been up to visit the ultra Manfred Leatherbys.
Oh, and that pseudo-southern baronial estate of theirs? What cooks?
Some Dexter is gadding around with the girl he wants to marry. Mama wants to nix it.
Dexter is just a big bear.
I know. He just waved his paw in my face.
He's quite a boy around town. Had quite a long run with a nightclub singer, Eloise Benneret.
Say that again?
Eloise Benneret.
Oh. Where's she live?
Well, I don't know. But there's a man who might locate her. Name's Norman. Runs the Ship's Grill over on 10th Avenue.
Yes, I'll step over to the Ship's Grill.
Take along an anchor or you'll drift.
Quiet or I'll sink you. This was the Ship's Grill. It resembled a ship like a motorcycle resembles a Cadillac. I looked for the Ship's Grill captain and found him, leaning down at the end of the bar.
You were looking for me?
Yeah. I'm Steve Grainger. I want to ask you a question.
You're the private eye. What's the snoop act?
No, nothing much. Just like to know where Eloise Benneret is.
What do you want it for?
She knew Dexter Leatherby. She also recommended a maid to the Leatherbys.
That's not all. Go on.
Okay, here it is. Dexter wants to marry some gal named Beverly Elkin. She's a society bud, but the bloom isn't big enough for Mama.
And the old lady wants it killed?
Yeah.
Where's Eloise fit into this?
I don't know. I'd like to find out.
Here. I'll write down an address. Go there. Maybe you can do yourself some good.
Who are you?
Just a fellow trying to get along.
Well, get along. Down the hole. Take your foot out of the door.
I want to talk to you about Dexter Leatherby.
What about him? And who are you? I've seen you around.
I'm Steve Grainger.
Oh, yes, the snooper. You knock these days instead of peering through keyholes, eh?
I want to ask you something. How come you told a kid named Millie to get a job with the Leatherbys? Because you knew her husband was their chauffeur and she didn't?
Why should I talk to you?
If you'll read the paper, you'll find that Lewis, the chauffeur, is dead. Poisoned.
Oh, no.
Care to talk?
I sent Millie out there for the job. I wanted her in the house. I wanted her to find out something for me.
What? Eloise! Are you all right?
I think so.
Stay away from the window. There's no sign of him. Fired through the front window and ran.
He shot at me, Grainger. I felt the bullet. He wanted to kill me.
Who?
I don't know.
Well, get your stuff. Let's get out of here. I waited while Eloise Benneret got some things together, and we headed towards the front door. As I opened it, I found an unpleasant shock in front of me. Its name was Lieutenant Harding.
Well, Grainger. And you were around every time a shot is fired in New York?
You're too complimentary, Lieutenant Harding.
Who's this?
Eloise Benneret.
Oh, yeah, the singer. What happened?
Somebody threw a slug at her.
Why?
Please, Mike, I'm no mind reader.
Granger, I thought you were following young Leatherby around, trying to break up that romance. What are you doing in Midtown Manhattan with a singer?
Just a second. Did you say romance with young Leatherby? What romance?
Some girl named Beverly Elkin. Why?
Nothing.
Were you mixed up with young Weatherby, too?
Lieutenant, suppose you take Miss Bennett into protective custody.
Why?
Because you look so charming when you're protective.
Grainger, if this is another of your famous gags, your next job will be for the state. Pension permanently, I hope, up the river.
I got Eloise Benner at his side, whispered to her to say nothing, watched Harding hand her into the police car and drive off. I went back to Norman's Ship's Grill. I was slightly furious.
See Eloise, Grainger?
You pulled a smart caper, Norman.
Caper?
You tipped me on Eloise Bennett's address, and either you or a pal follows me, you listen to what I've got to ask. Why the gun act? The shot at Eloise through the window.
Shot? What are you talking about? What happened to Eloise?
Somebody tried to put her away.
Where is she?
At police headquarters under protective custody.
You telling the truth?
Call Lieutenant Harding and make sure.
Lucky for you, she didn't get hurt.
Why?
Because Eloise Bennett happens to be my sister.
Your sister?
Yeah.
Norman, how'd you find out that Lewis was killed up at the Leatherby's place?
Millie called and I...
So, the little maid tipped you off.
I didn't say that.
And then you called police headquarters and just mentioned that Lewis's death could have been murder, not suicide. It was you, Norman, wasn't it?
I thought I was right.
And who is the killer?
I'm not talking, Grainger. I'm not saying a thing.
I tried to get another word out of Norman for 10 minutes, then gave it up and called Lieutenant Harding on the phone. He agreed to send a car up and take the bar owner in for questioning. I said I'd come along. I wanted a word with Norman's sister, Eloise.
Grainger, what is this all about? Why did you have me brought down here and locked up?
Because I didn't want you hurt, Eloise. Now I want to ask you something. Why did you get that funny expression on your face when I mentioned a romance between Dexter Leatherby and Beverly Elkin?
Did I?
Stop putting on the innocent act.
I don't remember any expression on my face.
Miss Bennett, you're mixed up in a killing. You realize that? Somebody tried to put you away because you must know something about it.
Do I?
You got the maid Millie her job near her husband. Why?
All right, I'll tell you. Lewis was up to something. I wanted to find out what it was. But I never did.
Now, that was all the girl would tell me. I went back to Harding's office and found him grim-faced and angry. Norman wouldn't answer any kind of question. Merely said he'd take care of his own business his own way. The police officer could get into the record bureau, and Harding did after I suggested something. Then we got a prowl car out of the garage and drove off to the Leatherby place.
I hope you're right, Grainger.
Yes, so do I.
How are you going to get into the house?
Wake up the butler.
You crazy? You'll wake up everybody.
You forget. I'm a guest here. The butler was still up, remembered me, and let me in. But instead of going to my own room, I headed for the one occupied by the maid, Millie. Mrs. Grainger, don't make a sound, Millie.
What do you want?
Close the door.
But Mrs. Leatherby...
Never mind Mrs. Leatherby. I want to know something about you, Millie.
What?
Why did you go through my bag? Because you knew Lewis was up to something? Because you thought I was either a gangster or a cop?
I was afraid of you.
And you warned your husband, Lewis, didn't you? Not to go through with what he was doing. Tell me the truth.
Yes.
What was he doing?
When I walked into his room, he was writing a note. I slipped it off the desk.
Where is it?
I destroyed it.
Was it written to Dexter? Did it ask for money?
Yes.
Is that what Eloise wanted you to find out?
Yes. Yes, it was.
I told the girl to stay where she was, went downstairs, and let in Lieutenant Harding. We made one cautious phone call to Dexter's love, Beverly Elkin. Then we woke up Mr. and Mrs. Leatherby.
Mr. Grainger, what is the meaning of this? I really don't think you should wake us at this hour.
Mrs. Leatherby, you employed me to see that your boy Dexter wouldn't marry Beverly Elkin.
Well?
And Mrs. Leatherby, I'm happy to say that Dexter won't marry her.
Really?
Because he's been married for some time to a girl named Eloise Benneret.
Dear me.
Dexter's in trouble, too. It looks like he was the one who poisoned the chauffeur, Lewis. Lewis was blackmailing him.
But he couldn't have.
It's also possible he shot at his own wife tonight, afraid she might reveal that their secret... I'll have another goat chops. Pleasant editing. It's also possible he shot at his own wife tonight, afraid she might reveal their secret to me.
That's incredible, Mr. Grainger.
Where is Dexter now?
I don't know.
That him, Grainger?
Come in, Dexter. The police and I want to talk to you.
The police?
He's cramming. Come on, Huddy.
Wonder which way he went.
Certainly dropped out of sight. Hey, there he goes. Over to that other place.
It's one of those big houses. Looks like it's been closed.
Look. It's running up on the porch. Look out, Grainger. He's gone inside.
Hey, this place is rotten with age.
Yeah. Hold it. You got a light?
Yeah.
Shine it up those stairs. Okay, Dexter. Come back down and we'll shoot.
Come and get me. You're under arrest. Come on, come down.
Harding, look at that stairway. It's giving way. Dexter, look out! When the rotting stairs in the old house broke apart, Dexter Leatherby fell from the second floor right through to the cement floor of the basement. He lived long enough to confess the poisoning of Lewis, the chauffeur, and shooting at his own wife, Eloise. The coroner was summoned, and Lieutenant Harding took care of the details. I bumped into him a few days later.
We played young Dexter's death down, Grainger. No sense in hurting his parents. They're nice people.
He took it hard enough as it was.
That Eloise Benneret, she took it well, too. She and her brother filled in the details.
Well, that is that, Lieutenant.
Including your fee. That, I presume, flew out the window.
You Steve Grainger?
Yeah?
Special message service. Sign here.
Thanks.
Something interesting?
It's from Mrs. Leatherby.
Oh?
Remember your crack about my fee flying out the window?
So?
Buying this check, I'd say it just flew in the door. Steve Grainger again. You've just heard one of the most interesting cases in my files. And I'll have another one for you. So be around next time.
Danger with Grainger.
Is that you, darling? You're home early.
Yes, I know, Grace. Is dinner ready? I must eat quickly and get back to the laboratory.
Robert Playfield, you've been at that laboratory every night for the past 2 weeks.
Well, it can't be helped. I'm working on a very important project.
But what is this important project?
I can't tell you. It's an extremely secret matter.
May I go over to the laboratory with you?
No, that's impossible. I'll be back around midnight.
Robert.
Now, what is it now? I've told you all I'm going to.
This note. I found it crumpled up in the wastepaper basket in your room.
Grace, have you been snooping through my things?
Yes, I have. And I think I'm entitled to an explanation. Just why would anyone write you a letter threatening to kill you?
This is Steve Grainger, private detective, with a story about a well-known scientist, the FBI, and a worried wife. A combination which had me going dizzy. In just a moment, I'll take you back to one of my most interesting cases. Mrs. Grainger. It was late afternoon when a woman walked into my office and identified herself as Mrs. Robert Playfield. She was a very beautiful woman, in her middle 30s, and she was also very worried.
Mr. Grainger, I'm here because of my husband, Robert Playfield. You may have heard of him. He's the electronics expert.
Yes. Seems to me I've read about him in the papers. A lot of development work for the government.
That's right. Mr. Grainger, I have reason to believe that someone intends to kill my husband. A friend of mine recommended you as a capable man. I thought you could handle this matter.
If I did, the first thing I'd do would be to check the FBI.
Mr. Grainger, I don't care how you handle this. I simply want my husband protected at any cost. Do I make myself plain?
You certainly do. And I'll be glad to help.
But, Mr. Grainger, there's one thing to remember. My husband is to know nothing about this. You understand? Nothing.
As soon as Mrs. Playfield left, I picked up the phone and called a contact of mine at the FBI. This is Steve Grainger. Say, is Pete around? Thanks. Now, hiya, Pete. What do you got in Robert Playfield, the electronics expert? Uh-huh, I see. You keeping an eye on him? Of course I've got a reason for asking. His wife was just in here. She hired me to see he didn't get hurt. Uh-huh. Sure. Yeah, I'll be around. I hung up, got on my coat, and beat it over to take a look at Dr. Playfield's laboratory. His research spot was on the Lower West Side, located on an inconspicuous side street. It was as gloomy as the morgue, even at this hour of the day. The street was deserted, except for a derelict who moved up to me.
Hey, mister.
What do you want?
Can you spare 2 bits for something to eat?
2 bits? What are you doing in this neighborhood? Looks like pretty poor pickings for a handout.
I just happened to be here, that's all.
Here. 2 bits.
Thanks, mister. You're a real pal.
I watched him shuffle off. He might have been a derelict, but I had a glimpse of sharp brown eyes peering at me from a decrepit old hat. I decided to check further on him. Hey, you! Wait.
What you want?
Come back here.
What's the matter?
Okay, pal, get this. I'm a licensed private eye. Turn out your pockets. Want to find out who you are?
I ain't done nothing, mister.
Turn out those pockets or I'll do it for you.
Oh, sure, mister.
Just a second. Haven't got a gun, at least.
Me, I wouldn't know what to do with a gun.
Come on, get going with the pockets.
Oh, here, mister. Half a loaf of bread. I got some sausage, too.
Got a wallet?
Wallet? What would I do with a wallet? All I got is this, though, 60 cents.
What's your name?
Bill Walker.
Where do you live?
The Senator Hotel in the Bowery.
Okay, let's go.
Where?
Never mind the questions. Let's go. I held on tight to the guy and called the FBI. Told him I'd found a character behaving suspiciously, hanging around Playfield's laboratory. Then I waited till they showed up and took the derelict off for questioning. I went back to patrolling the street where Dr. Playfield had his laboratory, to the point where my toes began to resemble frosted eclairs. Then I had an idea for a man to relieve me, a taxicab driver pal of mine named Frankie Smith. I used him occasionally on stakeouts of this kind. I got the hacky down to the corner of 11th Avenue and 12th Street, told him what I wanted. After which I went uptown to my office and draped my lower extremities over a radiator. 3 hours went by. Then the door opened. Hey, what are you doing up here, Frankie? I told you to keep an eye on Dr. Playfield.
Grainger, you're looking at what I term an abject failure.
What happened?
Well, like you tell me to, I watch Playfield's laboratory. I park my hack on the corner, and when things get chilly, I climb inside, toast my toes.
Never mind the build-up. What happened?
Well, I'm sitting in the car, like I said. All of a sudden, this man Playfield walks out his front door. He beats it down the street towards me. Well, I'm lost. If I follow him, I have to leave my cab.
So you followed him in the cab?
No, because when he gets to my corner, he motions me over. Now, this looks good to me, so I accept his call. He tells me 55th Street and 6th Avenue.
Frankie, cut the verbosity. How did you lose Dr. Playfield?
Simple. He climbs out of 55th and 6th Avenue. I run the cab into a hack stand and take out after him. I stayed glued to him, the kind of friend.
Yeah. Go on.
Only I become unstuck. He walks into a drugstore through the only door. I wait outside. He comes charging out like a cat with a turpentine tail and brushes me off my feet. So by the time I recover, he is but gone.
Well, that's just great. As a watchdog, you're about as useful as a 4-week-old kitten. I didn't like the sound of it. If Frankie Smith hadn't been able to keep on Dr. Playfield's tail, there was something peculiar going on, because Frankie was a good tailman. I decided to check, dialed the doctor's number. He answered the phone himself. I muttered wrong number and hung up.
So he's home, huh? Well, you sure got yourself into a panic for nothing.
Zip your lip, my fancy friend. Here, this is Playfield's address, out on Long Island. Get out there and keep an eye on the place all evening. I'll relieve you at 10 o'clock.
Care to set your watch with mine?
Get out there, I said.
Okay, Simon Legree, I'm going.
Frankie left the office. I grabbed myself a quick bite of food at a corner beanery and went back towards 11th Avenue and 12th Street. In the half-gloom of early dusk, the laboratory looked even worse than during the daytime. I stopped at one of the windows, but the black paint on it eliminated any chance of looking inside. Then suddenly there was a voice from behind me.
What's your name? Who are you? What are you doing down here?
Why?
Federal Bureau of Investigation.
Oh, pardon me. Here's my card.
Yeah, Steve Grainger, license number 2486. Okay, Grainger, you know how it is.
Forget it. What happened with that Bill Walker I had you fellas take downtown?
I don't know. Pete was still interviewing him when I left.
Anything stirring around here?
Nothing except the wind. I wish that had died down.
This was 10 o'clock on the nose. Time to relieve Frankie on watch. I'd got a cab ride out to the Playfield place. A large house set back from the street, looming like a white ghost in the night. Frankie's cab was down the street. It had been snowing, and there was a kind of hushed quiet about the place. I circumnavigated the entire house looking for him. Through one window, I could see Mrs. Playfield, plus a beautiful young girl, plus a man who must have been Dr. Playfield himself. But no sign of Frankie Smith.
Okay, mister, that's far enough. Put up your hands.
Who are you? What's the idea of the gun?
I'll ask the questions. What are you looking for?
Maybe I forgot my lawnmower last summer.
All right, funny man. March into the house. We'll call the police, and you can have a detective as a street man.
Just a minute. Let me show you.
Don't reach for anything.
I'm only getting my identification here.
Steve Grainger, licensed private investigator. What's all this about? Why are you here?
You know the Playfields?
Yeah. Well, Michael Grant, Dr. Playfield's assistant.
I had a man watching this place. He seems to have disappeared.
He came in that cab up the street.
Have you seen him?
I saw him standing by the cab some time ago.
How'd you happen to come outside?
We were playing cards. Dr. Playfield went into the kitchen to make a drink. Well, he forgot the card game and talked. I wanted a breath of fresh air. Thought I heard somebody.
Wonder where Frankie could have gone to.
It's light enough to look for tracks. They'll be clear in the snow. Want to make a try?
Come on.
Here are some that don't belong to us.
Yeah. Yeah, they lead over that way.
Hey, look, the tracks go around the back of the house.
Yeah.
See, did you hear that?
Yeah, I hear. If it's what I think it is, then somebody's going to have to pay for it. And plenty. That groan sounding on the winter night gave me one chill feeling. If anything had happened to Frankie Smith, there was going to be a mighty big blow-up. And I was feeling like just the boy to press the switch. In just a minute, I'll bring you the climax of the case. When we heard the groan coming from the back of the Playfield house, Michael Grant and I crunched fast through the snow. All the time, I couldn't help a feeling of apprehension. And then we saw it, a figure behind a woodbox. As we raced up, I recognized Frankie Smith, trying hard to raise himself onto his feet. Frankie! Are you all right?
Oh, my head.
Who hit you?
You think I got eyes in the back of my head?
Oh, they came up from behind you, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Well, come on. I better get you to a doctor. Grant and I loaded Frankie into his cab, and I drove him to a doctor. While the medico was making his checkup, I called Cal Hendricks.
Hiya, Steve. How's the mayhem and murder business?
Save the comedy for your newspaper pals, will you? Listen, Cal, call the FBI for me, will you?
Sure, Stevie. What's up?
Just ask for Pete and ask him to run a quick check on a man named Michael Grant. He's a sort of assistant to Dr. Robert Playfield.
Playfield, the electronics man?
Yeah. Look, do you have to ask so many questions?
Well, how do you think I make a living?
I know how you make a living, my friend, out of my sweat and tears. I get myself beaten up regularly, and you get the story.
Well, one of us has got to come out with something.
Get onto the FBI, Cal. And tell them to call you back. I'll drop by and find out what they tell you.
Okay, Stevie. Oh, one thing.
Yeah.
Don't be too careful in dark alleys, will you? Give the hoods an even break. Otherwise, I don't eat this week.
I hung up and went back to the doc, who was patching up Frankie Smith. The cabbie was okay, so we got back into his taxi, and he dropped me off at my place. The following morning, I was in my office bright and early. I checked with Cal Hendricks, found the FBI had given Michael Grant a clean bill of health. Then I got my first surprise of the day. Dr. Robert Playfield walked in and started talking without preamble.
You are Steve Grainger, are you not?
I am, Dr. Playfield.
Mr. Grainger, my wife has told me about employing you. At first, I was inclined to be angry at her interference, but when I remembered what happened last night, I agreed with her.
Oh, what happened last night?
It was at our place in Long Island. First, I noticed a taxi parked up the street. The driver was watching the house.
Oh?
Later, Michael Grant went outside. He was gone for some time. When he returned, he was quite evasive.
Michael Grant?
He's been my laboratory assistant lately. However, just recently, I've begun to distrust him.
Why?
Well, I can't tell you precisely. It's just a feeling. He's too curious about my work. He snoops around. He gets into things that are confidential. Frankly, my work is highly secret. If this invention were to fall into the wrong hands, it would be disastrous.
Do you want me to accompany you to the laboratory?
Oh, that won't be necessary. However, my wife is giving a costume party tonight. One she's planned for months. In spite of being extremely busy, I have agreed to be there. I want you there, too.
What time?
The party gets underway at 8.
I'll be there at 7.
Hiya, Grainger. What'd you phone me for?
Go to a party, Frankie, my boy.
Party? It's right down my alley.
It's at Dr. Playfield's house.
Uh-oh. I better wear an iron skull cap.
You're going as a clown. Here's your costume.
A clown? Hey, now.
Don't get huffy. I'm going as one, too. And hurry up. We haven't got much time.
Hey, I don't get this business about both of us wearing the same costume. Hey, do I have to wear the mask that goes with it?
You certainly do. There might be a time during the evening when I'd like to have somebody think you were me.
Uh-oh. I just know I'm going to get it in the head again.
Mr. Grainger, I'm so glad you could come.
Evening, Mrs. Playfield. May I present Frankie Smith?
How do you do?
Hiya.
He's acting as my assistant.
Oh, well, come in, please. Darling, Mr. Grainger's here.
Oh, glad to have you, Grainger. Grainger, my suspicions regarding Grant are becoming stronger every minute. Please be very alert this evening.
Dr. Robert Playfield was attired in a fake suit of armor that added a grotesque note to the conversation. The guests began arriving, 18 in all. Grant was there in costume. Also a girl I'd seen at this house the night before. Her name was Linda Miller. Her job, Playfield's private secretary. A while later, Dr. Playfield motioned to me, and I followed him. What's wrong, Dr. Playfield?
Close the door, please. This morning, I told you that I've been working on a very hush-hush device for the government. It happens to be an improvement on the present guided missile.
Huh?
I have developed a new electronic follower, the performance of which has amazed everybody.
Go on.
What I didn't tell you this morning is that I have been approached several times by other interests.
How were these approaches made?
Oh, telephone calls, letters, and so forth. Recently, these people, whoever they are, have become more than insistent. This is the latest threat. I just found it on my desk.
You have 1 hour in which to make up your mind. You found this on the desk? You don't know how it got there?
No.
I'm afraid, Dr. Playfield, that this is out of my hands. I'm telephoning the FBI. I told Playfield to rejoin his guests and say nothing. Then I suited my action to my words. It took me almost a half hour to find Pete, the federal man, and make my report. I barely hung up when I heard it. I was out of that study and into the living room quicker than a dog after a bone. All right. Who screamed here?
Mr. Grainger, in the alcove.
A guy in armor. Dr. Playfield. Stabbed.
Is he?
Doesn't seem to be any pulse. Let me lift his visor.
Michael Grant.
Yeah. But how did he get into your husband's costume?
I don't know. Robert was wearing it when he was here a little while ago.
I heard a lot of commotion in here. Grainger, what's going on?
Frankie, where are you been? What's the matter with you?
I feel awful sleepy, Grainger. Awful sleepy.
You've been drinking. With whom?
A nice girl. Linda Miller. Awful nice girl.
She gave you this drink?
Yeah, I gotta lie down.
Is he drunk?
Hardly. Somebody gave him a Mickey.
You mean poison?
Knockout drops. Now, look. Herd these guests into the other room. Nobody is to leave the house. I'll put Frankie on this couch. And Mrs. Playfield?
Yes?
Tell your husband I want to see him right away. Mrs. Playfield did as I asked. I hoisted the unconscious Frankie Smith onto a couch. This room, like most of the others, had a telephone. I called the local police first, the FBI second. I just hung up when I saw a figure outside the house holding up a tree. I slipped out the back door. All right, put up your hands.
Now, listen here, fella.
Stand still. Well, if it isn't Bill Walker, recently of the Bowery.
You've got me wrong.
Oh, no, I haven't. You're wearing a better suit of clothes and a nicer overcoat. But those eyes, I couldn't miss.
You're wrong.
No, I'm not. Now, just to play it safe, walk into that garage. I gotta tie you up for safekeeping until the law shows up.
You're not doing anything of the kind.
Well, I think not. I dragged Bill Walker into the garage, found a length of clothesline, and tied him up. Then I went back to the house, looking for two missing people. Linda Miller, the doctor's secretary, and Robert Playfield himself.
Grainger.
Well, Dr. Playfield, where have you been?
I went downstairs for a few more bottles. Grace just told me about poor Michael. This is terrible. Whoever killed him must have thought he was me.
How'd you happen to change costumes?
Well, we were going to play a little joke on Grace, my wife. How about a drink? I could use one.
So could I. But first, where's your secretary, Linda Miller?
In the room with the other people.
Know where she was when the knifing took place?
In the cellar with me.
I see.
Let's go into my study right here. Do you have any suspicions about who did the killing?
Not at the moment.
Here. Take this drink. I'll be right back. I want to see how Grace is feeling.
I took a swig of the drink Playfield handed me as he left the room, but didn't swallow it. I got rid of it in a flower pot, wincing a bit as I tasted the drug in it. Then I decided to play along, see what went on.
That's Mr. Grainger. Is he one of them, too?
Yes, he is, Linda. I found out that he and that Frankie Smith are after my invention. They're both spies.
What are you going to do with them?
Turn them over to the police when they arrive. Now, run along.
Very well.
And don't say a word to anyone.
All right, I won't.
I lay in a semi-recumbent position, pretending to be unconscious. Dr. Playfield waited a long second and pulled a revolver out of his pocket and moved towards me. He held the gun in a towel to deaden the sound.
Dr. Playfield, I wanted to tell you that... What are you doing with that gun?
He might come to and get violent. Now, please stay out of here.
You were going to shoot him, weren't you? I'm going out and tell...
Oh, no. You're keeping that pretty mouth shut.
Let go, you're choking me.
Hold it, Playfield. Grainger, I thought you were...
Sorry to disappoint you.
Why, you...
Hold it, Playfield.
What?
I'm Carlson, Federal Bureau of Investigation. You're under arrest for the murder of a federal agent.
No. Well, friends, that's the story. I'll be back to wrap up the case in just a minute. The man in the doorway was the same one who'd been guarding Robert Playfield's laboratory in downtown New York. His bullet took the doctor through the shoulder. After medical treatment, Playfield was taken to the city for booking. The FBI man, Carlson, filled in matters for me.
We couldn't afford to have you know the truth, Grainger. We've been suspicious of Playfield for a long time. We planned a grant on the lab to keep an eye on him. Grant had found out that Playfield was dealing with a subversive group. That's why Playfield killed him.
And what about those threatening letters?
Playfield planted those himself. He was due for a big payoff tomorrow, then he was going to disappear.
And his secretary, Linda Miller?
Yeah, Playfield fooled her. She's innocent. Even though she did feed Frankie Smith knockout drops.
I guess I wasn't much of help.
But you were, Grainger. When Mrs. Playfield employed you as a guard, it brought matters to a head.
Well, at least that's a minor comfort. I imagine it was Playfield who slugged Frankie the night before.
It must have been.
Well, that ends that.
Well, there's only one more thing.
What?
One of our undercover men was assigned to watch this house. He's disappeared.
Say, would he be the guy I spotted in front of Playfield's lab? A guy whose name should be Bill Walker?
Yeah, why?
I discovered him on the prowl outside. I thought he was one of the spy ring. When he got tough, I slugged him, dragged him into the garage, and tied him up.
Walker? Oh, brother, is that funny?
Look, I'll see you later.
What's your hurry?
I just don't want to be around when you untie him. Steve Grainger again. You've just heard one of the most interesting cases in my files. I'll have another one for you. So be around next time.